Live. All right. Double check, make sure this is working. Let me see. Yeah. All right, good. We're going. Set up my chat. All right. Cool. All right, welcome. Hello. Tonight we'll be doing a flight from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Norfolk, Virginia from cold and dark here. So without further ado, let's get the plane rolling here. So I'm flying the Just Flight Piper PA-28 Cherokee Warrior 2. Fire it up. Rolling. Avionics on. First thing I'm going to do is call for my IFR clearance. My ATIS first up. ATIS is on 12055. Working.
Gate 1. Density altitude 400 feet. Arriving and departing runways 2831. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee. Allegheny County Airport. Information Yankee. 2353 Zulu. Wind 300 at 14. Visibility Niner.
That was worse.
Sky conditions. Broken at 3800 feet. Broken at 4600 feet. Solid overcast at 5500 feet. Temperature 5. Dew point 1. Altimeter 2981. Density altitude 400 feet. Arriving and departing runways 2831. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee.
Try to roll out here pretty fast. Thank you. Okay, so first.
US 116 Heavy 747 on stand 7, and we are fully ready for starters.
Pluto 116, switch back on Alpha, approved, take the city.
Exit on Alpha approved, placing the city to US 116.
Alright, I'm going to try to get in here for IFR clearance. Allegheny Ground, Cherokee 214, Romeo Alpha, IFR to Norfolk, Virginia.
1 second while I grab the paperwork. November 214 Romeo Alpha, Allegheny Ground, clear to Norfolk. Radar vectors George. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 7,000. Departure on 119.35, squawk 3216. Expect runway 28.
Cleared to Norfolk via George, then is filed. Climb 7,000. Departure frequencies 119.35, squawk 3216. I'll expect 28 for Romeo Alpha.
For Romeo Alpha, read back correct.
Originally, I thought I was going to start this at 9:30. Got my kid to bed a little earlier than I thought he was going to tonight. He took a long nap, so shocked. All right, 119.35. That's my departure frequency. Have that ready to go. 7,000. All right, let's get my route into my GPS here. Godzilla, GDZLA. Yeah, that's not a real waypoint, so we'll skip that one and go right to Harkham. I could enter it. Here, let's GDZLA, yeah. Enter the coordinates. Okay, so north, 38422. 404. 22 minutes north, and then 77. Yeah. 2544. All right, user waypoint. Godzilla. And from there, Harkin. HCM. Oops. And down to Norfolk, KORF. Should be about a 2-hour flight. Got my clearance. Flight plan is in. What's up, Cardboard? How's it going, man? I'm glad you're back up and running again, dude. I've been putting you on after 10 o'clock most nights. How those gauges working? Everything smooth? All right, default nav. Let's get ground back. All right, where am I? Where am I? East ramp. All right. Allegheny ground, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha at the east ramp. Request taxi for IFR, and I have Yankee. How the gauge is running, man? Is everything going smooth?
Alpha. Taxi to runway 28 via Alpha 3. Alpha, cross runway 31 at your discretion.
28 via Alpha 3 Alpha, cross 31 at my discretion, 4 Romeo Alpha. My 5-volt power supply. Oh, you alternate? Oh, so that was the issue, just not enough power? Oh, cool. That should be neat. I'm glad you figured that out. You seem to figure everything out, man. Something that would probably paralyze me. All right, let's go. It's going to be a windy IFR flight.
918 Delta Alpha, ready to start.
And what?
Runway 4
Upper motors.
You coming out of Delta Alpha or Foxtrot? Delta Alpha.
If anybody watching has never heard of Cardboard Sim, go check out his channel, man. That guy is legit. He's on the chat right now, but he's got one of the coolest sims I've seen on YouTube. Flies the Bonanza exclusively. Oh, wait, Alpha 3. Yeah, no, I'm good. What am I doing here? Alpha. Sorry, I'm distracted.
918, taxi left on Bravo and hold short of November. Left on Bravo, short of November for 219.
Alpha 3, Alpha, cross 31 at my discretion. Last time I flew in here and I was streaming, I got absolutely crushed on my frame rate for the landing. I think it was the auto ortho reloading. I'm talking like 12 frames per second. It was brutal. I was just landing like, I didn't even know. What am I doing? I'm not paying attention at all. I wasn't, I didn't know when to flare or anything, and it just, it's horrible. I think it was the ortho. We'll see. This is the next beta update by X-Plane, so this one's actually been running very smooth, relatively. Are you guys flying tonight, man? And if so, where are you going?
019 Heavy, wait for and follow British Airways, and then monitor tower on 1239.
Yeah, the visuals are much better, man. It's still nowhere near Microsoft, but it's improved. The cloud's gone a lot better. Nice. So who do you usually fly with? I remember a couple of guys. Like you fly with a guy named Jose. Seems like he's on there every night. Do you know those guys like personally, or did you meet them on like in the community? All right, here we go. Hold it short. That was the worst taxi of my life. All right, over the tower. Allegheny Tower, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha, holding short 28, ready for departure. Let's go. Didn't
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Allegheny Tower, runway 28, winds 300 at 14, gusting 26. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff for Romeo Alpha. Didn't that this new say intentions thing come out today? The living world for it's like the alphas for the alpha testers. Fans of the channel. Oh, that's cool. Do they have like home like do they have rigs themselves or do they use like probably not quite as extreme as ours, I'm guessing. Most people. What happened here? Air manager froze up. Right as on. Oh shit. Okay. Quit air manager. I'm gonna reload it. Oh, they do? I want to check them out sometime. All right, I don't know what's going on. My air manager just froze. But, oh, airliners? Huh. All right, I don't know what's going on. I lost air manager here. I don't care. I'm just going to go for it. Oh, there we go. Oh my God, what is going on? I lost my altitude and my heading. Like those are important. They're airliner pilots, those guys? Yeah, it's 15 with like 28 gusts. It's windy up here today total, man. Like we were getting, I lost power for like 3 hours today in my house. It sucked. I'm on vacation too, so it's like, yeah, I never lose power. We were getting gusts like up to like 50. Tree went down in our neighborhood on somebody's power line. Oh, there we go. I got my altitude back. All right, I got everything. Yeah, everything's rolling except for my gyro.
4 Romeo Alpha, contact departure.
Over to departure for Romeo Alpha. 925. Allegheny departure, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha, 2200 for 7,000. 20 plus. Yeah, the whole coast, man. That storm is just, it's been big.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Allegheny departure, radar contact. Turn left heading 145, vectors to George. Then
left heading 145, vectors to George, then resume on navigation for Romeo Alpha. Oh man, like I'm banking hard and still not even turning. This is gonna be a long one. I'm probably gonna be looking at maybe like 2.5 hours. Jeez. I'll try to hand fly as much as I can though. Get some left. Yeah, I am, man. I'm throwing it. I got the left. I got my left heel in about, putting in just enough weight to not roll too much. But yeah, there we go. It's flying very sharp today. A little smoothness. Turbulence is thumping my seat too. Oh yeah, it's throwing me. It's throwing me. I actually, what I did, I loaded up the airplane. I put more gas on the right wing to try to even out the weight, because I weigh like I do all the realistic weights, so I'm simulating that I'm flying with my wife right now. But I weigh like 240. My wife does not weigh that much, thank God. But I'm trying to even out the weight a little bit here to get my center of gravity better, because I knew it was going to be so windy. But trim up here a little bit. Winds right now. Let me get the ATC again. Hold on. That's a good question.
Ability 9er. Sky conditions. Broken at 3800 feet. Broken at
Forgot what they said.
4600 feet. Solid overcast at 5500 feet. Temperature 5. Dew point 1. Altimeter 2981.
And it's starting to rain.
Density altitude 400 feet.
Using active sky.
Starting runways 28, 31. Advise on initial contact. You have information.
I love active sky though, man. It reads the METARs so well. Go here.
Information Yankee. 2353 Zulu. Wind 300 at 14.
300 at 14. Feels fast. I feel like I'm gusting though.
Broken at 3800 feet.
Of course, I gotta watch my course here. I don't know why my gyro's out. Passing 4,500. Oh yeah, getting some rain. It's gonna get really bumpy when we get into the clouds. Yeah, dude, definitely, man. Like I haven't done that with anybody yet. But my new CFI just told me about something called Share Flight. I think that's what it's called, Shared Flight. I know Microsoft Flight Simulator does. It's got multiplayer, which is obviously great. And Saint Tensions. Saint Tensions has what do they call that you guys have been doing the last couple of nights? But that's the thing that sucks about X-Plane, man, is all this cool shit comes out, but it doesn't come out for X-Plane, at least not right away, because there's hardly any people on X-Plane. I just can't get off it, man. I tried to set up Microsoft Flight Simulator on this rig, and I was having so many problems with it. I like the add-ons, although this aircraft, the Just Flight, is on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I know that. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another go though. At least for like multiplayer stuff and like VFR flying sometimes. But I would love to, man. You could even just hop on. What we should do, man? One of these nights, rather than doing multiplayer, let's just like link up on VATSIM, because VATSIM, I believe, is across all platforms. So you can do that, or Pilot Edge, but I don't think you're on Pilot Edge if I remember correctly. I thought we talked about that. Skynet, yeah, Skynet's what it is. Yeah, but that's the thing, man. Skynet, it's only Microsoft right now. I think maybe I'll try to.
Please expedite your climb to 7,000 feet.
Expediting climb to 7,000 before Romeo Alpha. Get the out here. But yeah, I'd love to, man. But I'm thinking like if we could maybe do it on VATSIM or something one of these nights, maybe on like a weekend or something. Do like a late night, because I'm usually I'm always catching you at 10 o'clock, but I'm usually passing out by like 10:30. I get up every day at 6 for work, but I'm off this week. If you ever want to do a weekend like shared VATSIM or something like that, that would be sweet, man. Sure. This is a slow climb here. This is gonna get bumpy. Yeah, because all VATSIM is so easy to get on too. It's just that X-Pilot link, right? You just click that and you're in. I don't really use VATSIM. I use Pilot Edge pretty much all the time. Just because I've had trouble with VATSIM, like I can never figure out the coverage. Like they're never. I gotta get on autopilot. I'm gonna get disoriented here. Oh wait. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. What is wrong with my Air Manager gyro? Oh, it's this one. It's not Air Manager. Oh no, there we go. Oh, we're back. We're back. All right, good. Okay, hold on. Let me get situated here, and then I'll. Okay, we're back. But I'm getting all disoriented. Okay. 2, 7. Link up so I can get my ratings. Oh, dude! Honestly, man, Pilot Edge is the coolest thing that I've done. I did a flight today, even. They do these things called focus fields. It just sucks. Like the only thing I don't like about it is like you can only fly in like the western half of the United States. So it's like I live East Coast. I know you do too. I believe you said you're North Carolina. So like we can never fly like our home fields or anything like that. But it's just oh shit. This is getting on speed. But it's so good for just for like real world training and procedural work, IFR especially. I highly recommend it. Alright, level off here. In the mixture.
Like 635, contact tower, 125.
Or no, 100%.
Frame rate's fine. Sub-base, yes, it's just like saying tensions. What I did, so I have both. I like them both for different things. But so I got both. I do say intentions like when I want to fly. When I want to fly anywhere but Western U.S., you know. But when I can, I get a Pilot Edge flight, and I did one today. It was so fun. I flew what's the flight? Santa Maria Airport, California to Bakersfield. IFR, like I started IFR, came out of the clouds because I always try to fly with real weather. Or active sky, I should say. But what I did was I just paid for the year. It's like $19 a month. I mean, but what you get with the real world controllers, like they're so informative and helpful. So if like you're going for like, what's going on here, man? I'm so. What's going on with my? Something's going on with my gyro. So right now, 205. And my gyro's frozen. I don't get it. Alright, so you know what I'm gonna do? Fly manual on course, hit the heading bug right where I am. This is gonna make it a lot more stressful though. Probably. Okay, that should be about it. Yeah, it's $20 a month. I just paid for the full year up front, and it was a lot cheaper. I forgot what I paid, but I did the whole Western U.S. I want to say it was like $300 for the whole year. I don't know if I'll keep doing it. I mean, once I think I finish all the, I only have 2 instrument ratings left, and then after I finish that, I'll probably, I don't know. I still have like 8 months on it, I think, or 9 months. I have a lot of time left, so I'll just play around with it and then make a decision then. Or I could just do both. Like, it's fun to do both. Something is seriously up with Air Manager and it's pissing me off. Reloading one more time. Watch this. The instrument. Let's switch the gyro, maybe it's that instrument. Let's go. Step it back. Show that one. Oops. No, not the Cub. This is the Piper Cub. That's not the one. Gotta be so far off course right now. Oh man, it's
4 Romeo Alpha, contact Johnstown approach on 121.2.
Johnstown approach on 1212, 4 Romeo Alpha. Johnstown approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha with you at 7,000. Pissing me off. It's gotta be the just flight.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Johnstown departure, good afternoon, Perryopolis, altimeter 29.85.
985 for Romeo Alpha. Spend $2 yeah, man. Have fun tonight if you're streaming, dude. I'll catch you in the next one. Maybe if I get off and you're still on, I'll catch the end of yours.
The 733 from the Baker, traffic road 119.9. Otherwise, I'm critical and I have to manage that.
Yeah, the gyro's busted on that. So I'm having a real world failure here on my gyro.
Number 1584, reports that a contact finding maintain from the 190, stay altitude. 2.8 to 1 after 1580.
Oh man, now what? Oh my god. Okay.
One Charlie Bravo, contact first 12797. 1787.
There we go. No, it's not.
1584, contact departure.
It's not working.
432. Fortress 2.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard you the other night, though, that you said became a partner on St. Tensions. That's cool. If you're still there. All right. I don't know if I can do this for this long. I might have to reload this flight and just do the. All right, I'm going to do the airfoil land. This gyro's busted, and this is going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm going to start over. My gyro compass is busted. I don't know why. And I don't know how to fix it with this just flight. Not like I can in the air anyways, but I'll try one thing here.
1178, finally came from 190.
Let me see. Oh. All right, let's try it. I got another idea. Before I do that, I really don't want to sign out if I don't have to. Let's go CDI mode, nav. There we go, run it that way. It's a workaround. Everyone else watching, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. This is my home-built flight simulator. Recently completed this thing in the last year. Well, I wouldn't say I completed it in the last year. I probably finished it about 4 or 5 months ago. I just started posting some videos, doing my pilot edge ratings, and I'm just starting to get into doing some like live stream flights. Although I'm not very technically proficient, so if shit goes wrong, it goes wrong. I got the wind in my back though. I'm cruising. Look at how close he is. And he's gone.
Redwood 1178, contact 124 to 32.
But if anyone else is watching, feel free to say hello in the chat. Tell me where you're watching from. Chances are, if you are a flight sim like streamer or a YouTuber, you post stuff on flight simulation on YouTube. So there's probably a 95% chance I subscribe to you. I'm always finding new channels. So I just thought it would be cool to start posting my own. Try to connect with the community a little bit. Alright, so the flight is, oh man, this wind is insane right now. So I left Pittsburgh, flying all the way to Norfolk, Virginia in the Piper Cherokee Warrior 2. This is by Just Flight. Should be about a 2-hour flight. Started earlier. I was planning on starting at 9:30, but my wife and my kids have got to bed early and stay up late, so I figured I'd get going now. No reason to wait. But I'm having some big issues with my gyro compass here. It's frozen.
Southwest 487, departure radar contact.
What is this and why? Yeah, I'm flying 138 right now. I never do anything with the mouse, but checking to see if it's not here in my head. Yeah, no, it's not. Ooh, getting some turbulence. So I got my seat wired up to a butt kicker transducer, and that gives me some good feedback. Like I can feel my RPMs really good. I can feel the turbulence, runway textures, and right now it's starting to thump pretty good in these clouds. Probably here. Yeah. You know, my first waypoint here, Graves, in 10 minutes. Throw in some VORs as a backup in case my GPS fails. 112.3 is green, is Grantsville. Go ahead. 24 miles. From there, Linden 114.3. It's on standby. And from there, Parkham 108.8. I'll put that on. All right, I'm going to tune to guard frequency 1.15 on COM 2. Turn this down just a little bit.
3222, fund and maintain 5,000.
My ground speed is 145.
Contact Cleveland approach on 118.0.
Over to Cleveland. Over to Cleveland on 1180. 4 Romeo Alpha. Put them down here. Cleveland approach. Cleveland approach. Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha with you at 7,000.
November 214 Romeo. Alpha, Cleveland departure, good afternoon. Farmington altimeter 29.79er.
979 for Romeo Alpha. All right, we're
4
cruising.
Romeo Alpha, Farmington altimeter 29.79er.
I guess same intentions needs you to be very literal. Farmington altimeter 2979er. Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha. How's that? It's a pretty strict read back enforcement right there.
Delta 2557, turn left direct turbo, climb and maintain the 16,000.
All right, left turn direct to turbo and contact 16,000 feet from 57.
All right, I got 8 minutes to the VOR. What is this? To Grantsville? No idea where I am. Flying in very IFR windy clouds right now. Probably not the best altitude to be at either. I should probably descend. Check the weather here. No, we're shaking. Actually, I'm going to come out of this pretty soon, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty thick right now.
Delta 2557, contact center 133.
Check the weather at 9,000. I might climb, or I got to get out of this. Beating the shit out of my plane. 9,000 is no good. How about 5,000?
Southwest 1979, traffic 2 o'clock.
5,000's not any better, so. Thick clouds. In the soup.
Sterling 222, turn left.
After this waypoint, though, it should start to clear up a little bit. If I can get ahead of these clouds. By the time I get to Linden, 114.3.
1979, climb and maintain.
75 miles still, so
Turn left direct turbo.
it's still gonna be a while before I get out of the cloud. Here comes the sneeze.
Delta 1631, turn left direct arc, climb and maintain 11,000.
I'm so disoriented right now. I can't see a damn thing. Get another outside view. Put the lights on. Jeez. Nothing. Can't see a thing.
United 430, climb and maintain.
This is the definition of IFR. So I've got local time 3:47 p.m. I'm not flying real time. I didn't feel like flying a night flight tonight. But I am flying with Active Sky.
1631 is contact center 135.
Active Sky by Hi-Fi Simulations, which is a basically they inject their own weather system into the flight simulator, and it does a much better job of providing weather effects off the METAR. Here we go. We're coming through now a little bit.
Southwest 1979, contact center 133.4.
334, Southwest 1979.
Drilling 222, contact owner 132.45.
Sorry, I don't have too much entertainment value here. This is more probably closer to ASMR than entertainment. But man, my indicated airspeed is 77 knots. My ground speed is 128 knots. That means I have a 50 knot tailwind. It's crazy. It's gonna make this trip a lot quicker.
United 430, contact owner 133.4.
33.4, have a great day. 430.
4 minutes to my first waypoint here. Again, this is Grantsville, the Grantsville VOR. Should make sure of this. Check the Morse code on it. Nothing. Come on, nothing.
Southwest 1511.
Oh,
contact
man.
101.
I love the clouds.
Southwest 1511, turn left for impact.
Check one thing here. 42:24. I never marked my calendar my takeoff time. So I've been recording for 42 minutes. I'm assuming it took me less than 10 minutes to get off the ground. So probably just gonna guesstimate here. Call it 1915 departure.
Sterling 66, contact owner 135.1.
So if that is the case,
That's it, right now. Take care of what you said.
Norfolk, about hour and a half. It was a rough departure though.
Last flight 800, turn right heading 360.
5 minutes, 360, airline code 800.
Pure lanes 352.
Some stalls for viewers.
132.4.
Yeah, well, fuck yeah, let's do it. Here we go.
132.45.
But I'm like 80% Polish, man. My grandma made some incredible pierogi. Her mom was Sekreterski, straight from Poland. All right, here we go. Yeah, man, I'll stall it out for you. Let's do it. Gotta make it interesting, I guess, huh? Airspeed's dropping.
United 12.
See, the thing is, I got a 50 knot tailwind, so it might just push me along. All right, here we go. There it is. I'm gonna hold it off a little more. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, there we are. There's the stall. Okay, hands off. Oh. There you go, my Polish friend. That one was for you.
1492, departure radar contact, number maintain 5000.
5,000.
My favorite meal. What else did she make that was really good? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. She always said it was called Głąbki, but it's spelled like Glabki, like Golabki. But it's basically just these big fat pigs in a blanket wrapped in cabbage, stuffed with like also like beef and pork, I believe. She put all this like, tomato sauce over it. And, oh my god, I would like mix that in with mashed potatoes. Polish food's so good, man. It's so good. I hope that stall was sufficient. Just don't ask me to do a barrel roll. The Cherokee will not withstand it. Gonna get you a little shy. A little choppy.
Turn left for a 10.
Better get back on course here after that stall.
Southwest 1492, speed direct thunder, and time to 11,000.
Okay, off to Linden. I'll be there in 33 minutes. See what happens. Slow. She's angry with me. Alright, there we go. We're going cruising now.
Really full 15, contact center 133.
Alright, we're back to 7,000 after the stall. That's what it looks like outside. Alright, the clouds are looking like. So this is the X-Plane 1222 beta. And they're working on the clouds and they're looking good, but right now they're not looking good. So I'm not, it's a beta. I'm not gonna hold it against them.
Berlin 66, departure radar contact, climb and maintain 5 now.
5,000, Berlin 66.
American 15, follow contact under 133.
I can see through the clouds finally. Might even be a chance of going VFR once I get to Linden.
Berlin 66, climb and maintain 11 down.
1,000, Berlin 66.
It's very choppy. I don't know what. I wonder if this is the auto ortho loading. Oh wait, I got an idea here. Hold on a second.
901073, turn left heading 360.
Left heading 360.
I'm gonna try something here. Departure Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha is stepping away from the radio for 1 minute. I will be right back. I'm gonna try to wire this instead of going off Wi-Fi and see if that helps.
Get that.
This is either gonna help it or hurt it. I wonder if I should disable auto ortho too. Yeah, I'm gonna disable the auto ortho. That might be the problem. So let's try this. What's gonna happen if I just quit in flight? Oh, nothing good.
4 Romeo Alpha, contact Washington approach on 123.9er.
Washington approach on 1239er for Romeo Alpha. Washington approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha with the 7 Pro. Alright. Yes, I know. Understood.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Washington departure, good afternoon. Kaiser altimeter 29er.79er.
Kaiser altimeter 29er 79er for Romeo Alpha. Alright, let's see what happens here. Keep an eye on my FPS for a second. This has got to be an issue just streaming, I'm thinking. Oh, there we go. That might do the trick. Yeah, I think the auto ortho loading while streaming just chokes the bandwidth, chokes the network. Oh, maybe not. Shit. There's something with this thing. I've never disabled auto ortho in the middle of flight, so it's probably not something you should do. You gotta do something. I'm flying over pretty. I'm not flying over anything right now. I should be getting double the frame rate I'm getting. So, yeah, see? And then I shut the ortho off, so all the scenery up here is. Alright, let's reload it. I'm going to clear my cache. And then run it. But again, I don't know if I can just throw it on mid-flight like this. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. Find out. I'd be shocked if the sim doesn't crash right now. So I wonder what's going to happen once this cleans. Is this all just going to disappear on me?
Checking out like level 340. Up to 1686 area.
All that scenery just disappeared after I shut down the ortho. Yeah, here we go. There's no way this doesn't crash right now. No way you're supposed to do this mid-flight. I should just ortho is not responding. Status is all infraction. Looks so bad. What was this? Alright, where are we? Alright, let's go back.
American 2546, level 380. American 2546, reception, minus plus 13.
Run ortho one more time.
13.
Again, I don't know if you can do this mid-flight. First time I've tried this. Run. Show you what I'm doing here. Oh, it's not even responding. Yeah.
American 2758, set via the Lucky One arrival, set maintain flight level 240.
It's running.
Set via the Lucky One arrival, set maintain flight level 240.
So, all right, it's already running.
Level 3391, contact center 127.5.
Oh, nothing's working.
American 2546, radar contact, Alpha.
All right,
2546.
manager. Come on. This might be the worst flight sim experience I've.
1304.
Just right from my departure. HSI not working. The gyro not working. I mean, so even now I'm pulling up a different panel. Yeah, no, that wasn't the answer.
Up to 1696, set via the old one arrival, maintain flight level 240, maintain 300 knots. So maintain,
All right.
the older one, except maintain flight level 240, 300 in transition. Up to 1696.
So that's what happens when you stream with a beta.
Switch to my data contact center 135.5. Number 1335. Radar contact, Alpha. Still partial.
It's hot too.
American 2758, contact center 128.7 today. Please, today.
Or Romeo Alpha, contact Washington approach on 118.0.
Washington approach, 104 Roman Alpha. Washington approach, Cherokee 214 Roman Alpha with you at 7,000.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Washington departure. Good afternoon. Cape on Bridge, Altimeter 29.78.
On bridge altimeter 2978 for Romeo Alpha. Oh, this is a disaster, man. Oh, shit. It's got to be this beta. I mean, I've had better frame rates with this beta, but I've had issues too, like this. I mean, like, it's gonna crash though. There's no way I'm finishing this flight. Which sucks because I was looking forward to this tonight. Probably, if this crashes, I'm probably just gonna hop over on the pilot edge and maybe do some pattern work or something. This just blows. Huh. See what happens when I get into this new mapping region for the ortho. See if it smooths out at all. So unstable. Ruined my damn night. Where is the pipe?
Fort Romeo Alpha, contact Washington approach on 120.65.
Washington approach 12065, Fort Romeo Alpha. Washington approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha, wind 7,000.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Washington departure. Good afternoon, Strasburg, altimeter 29.79.
2979 for Romeo Alpha. God, that sucks. It's nothing back now. I don't know what it could be. It could just be. I mean, I have super high internet. Like I got green light. I mean, fiber optic, super fast speed. So that's not the issue. It's not my internet. But the ortho, maybe the ortho combined with the streaming, I don't know.
Okay, right turn 33057.
This should not be the case, though. Fuck.
And 756 front on that maintain level 250. On 250, Roger, American has that.
Just watching my frame rate. It's so much fluctuation. Here we go again.
Okay, look 38 for 280.557.
Alright, let me see where I am here. I have no idea where I am. Front Royal. This is what happened on the live stream though. Like the last one I did, my landing, I couldn't land the plane right. Smashed into the ground because I couldn't time my flare because it was so choppy. And my GPU is fine. I never have issues like that. I maintain more than good enough FPS at all times, but I guess it's got to be the streaming maybe. I'm just not cut out for streaming.
Level 240.
Delta 340 and mainland is 240, motion for 1 mile.
American 70, subject Anthony.
Correct, Anthony, American 70.
Good. This is goes planned. I'm gonna make a decision here.
Still set at 574. The transition maintained 260.
I might do an early landing.
Air 677 135.7.
13517.
I'm gonna crack a window in here.
Level 160, guys, 134.95.
Let's go. Oh, that feels good. Sit just the room curtain. Lean out more.
79 Joe Sierra to 718 call 360. 29 Joe Sierra to 718 call 360.
Okay, we're at Linden, 59 miles to the next waypoint, Godzilla, looks like Godzilla.
They're going to let you to 718 call 340.
I don't know if I can survive this.
4 Romeo Alpha, contact Potomac approach on 120.45.
Potomac approach on 12045 for Romeo Alpha.
Air 905 November Yankee that are under the Albany out there with region.
Potomac approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha is with you at 7,000.
November 214, departure. Good afternoon, Front Royal, altimeter 29.79er.
Front Royal altimeter 2979 for Romeo Alpha. Man. Yeah, these glitches suck, man. This flight simulator usually runs very smooth, but this X-Plane beta combined with streaming and running auto ortho, it's gotta be choking my network. major issues. It happened the last time I streamed. Like I said, I couldn't land. I mean, I landed, but it was brutal because it was chopping so bad. But that didn't happen until I like rolled into Pittsburgh. This has been worse. Oh, breeze feels so good. Crack my window. Alright, check flight plan here. Should be there in about 55 minutes. So altimeter reading they gave me is not part of what I need. Alright, knock on wood, but it's running fairly smooth. Yeah, that sucked.
Romeo Alpha, contact Washington approach on 120.65.
Right back to Washington approach, 12065 for Romeo Alpha. Good day. Washington approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha, back with you at 7,000.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Washington departure, good afternoon, Castleton altimeter 29.80.
2980 for Romeo Alpha.
46, 134.95.
Alright, we smoothed out a little bit. 72 miles to my waypoint, and then another 51 to my next. Next waypoint is by Fredericksburg, Fredericksburg, Virginia, I believe. So, I'm going to shut off this. Alright, so my map has the auto zoom option. I hate that. So, map setup. How do you figure out to do this? Auto zoom off. I like to have about a 5-mile radius. That's all I really need. Got Washington, D.C. over to my left. A lot of restricted airspace over there. Steering clear. bunch of glitches on this flight. Still don't know what the hell's going on with my gyro. Why that's frozen up on me? I don't know if that's aircraft specific or it's a glitch with the sim. I should have just used the Airfoil Labs. So I gotta just stick with that. It's way more in depth system wise than anything else I've used on X-Plane. Did a flight on Pilot Edge today on it, and there were a lot of impending failures, so I had to like top off my oil. I had to change my shimmy damper, fill up 2 of the tires. My front tire was low, and then it was my back left. And look, there was another issue. I had to replace my battery. Most of the other aircraft, they don't really simulate systems failures like that. Like the study level stuff. I love this one, but it's just not as in depth. Let's try to do here. We'll listen to Washington like a center. I need an accurate altimeter reading there. I think 2980 is correct. Making crazy time though. Yeah, I got a 59 tailwind. At least.
Romeo Alpha, contact Potomac approach on 128.525.
Potomac approach on 128.525 for Romeo Alpha. Potomac approach, 214 Romeo Alpha with you at 7,000.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Potomac departure. Good evening. Rixieville altimeter 29.81.
2981 for Romeo Alpha. Be to Fredericksburg in about 8 minutes. It's got to be it up there. Fredericksburg, Virginia. And then from there, pretty much a straight shot to Norfolk. I'll pass Richmond on my right. So I'm basically going to thread between Fredericksburg and Richmond and then hit the coast. Should be a nice landing. Get a good view of the Atlantic. Alright, 30 miles to Godzilla. Should be able to see the Chesapeake. Oh yeah, there it is. Way out, but I can see it. Or wait, is that the... No, that might be the Potomac. That's the Potomac. Never mind. I'll see the Chesapeake soon enough, though. Rolling in here. I swear, you just sit here long enough, coast, and it's like such like an ASMR experience. Just zone out.
Hotel 195 installed the block, 10 miles off the Pittsburgh PA, 735. Hotel 195. Right, 13 Bravo, consider they pay all the 190. But the things are on contact center, Florida, 2375.
Probably cancel this IFR pretty soon. There's a weather system between me and Norfolk, so I probably should. Well, see what I can. You know what? I probably could. I could probably get down to 5,000 feet, 5,500, and VFR all the way there.
48,
I'd rather hand fly too, but pain in the ass with my gyro not working. I was planning on hand flying the whole flight. I didn't want to use autopilot, but my gyro locking up, it's kind of hard. So right now what I did is I just, as a solution, I locked my autopilot into my GPS mode and nav mode. Sorry. So I'm in nav mode right now, so basically the plane just flies itself, which is pretty boring. But I didn't know where I was going.
maintained, 14,000, all the way out there, 301.
Alright, so I'm just about over Fredericksburg, Virginia right now.
For Romeo Alpha, contact Quantico approach on 127.05.
Quantico approach 127.0. Is it 025? If I remember. 27025 or 05? Find out. Quantico approach, Turkey 214, Romeo Alpha with you at 7,000. That'd be 05. Echo approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha with you at 7,000.
November 214 Romeo. Alpha, Quantico departure, good evening, Roseville altimeter 29.8.
Say again, altimeter, you broke up there for Romeo Alpha. So 2983. Okay. Same tensions, so wonky. I mean, what do you expect?
Romeo Alpha, Quantico departure, good evening, Roseville altimeter 29.8.
It's the same. 2983 for Romeo Alpha. Fredericksburg. Know absolutely nothing about this town. Never been there, never known anybody from there. Same thing for Richmond, that, now that I think about it. I've been to Norfolk. Huge naval base there. Alright, so I guess lost my GPS. Please. That was here. Then 40 minutes. Probably less than that, honestly. With the wind carrying me. Let's just keep. Dude, if I lose my GPS and my gyro, I am screwed. Okay. See, the thing is with the failed gyroscope, I don't think that's got to be a glitch in X-Plane. I bet if I reloaded the sim, it'd be fine. I don't think that's a orchestrated failure in the Just Flight Viper. Airfoil Labs, yeah, it probably would be. I don't know if that's a failure option on this one. Streaming for an hour and a half. Done that. Shit.
300 for Charlie for 50 degrees to the left.
Oh, okay. I don't have to.
Number 1, November Delta, 135.32. 135.32. Have a good day. You too.
Dude, come on. All right, I know what the problem is. I think it's the manager. I bet if I close this, it'll kick right back in and stop stuttering. Oh, shit. Why did I do that? Shit.
1 on Mike, contact 0132.65.
try again. Okay. Whew. Good city.
Yeah, 60 miles back at 12375, 2375, right there.
Alright, about to hit my waypoint, and then there we got 50 miles to park, and then we're there. For the most part. And we're on our approach at least. Gonna fly over to Langley. Just praying that my system doesn't melt down on my landing like it did on my last stream. Alright, we have the Godzilla onto 108.8. Too much. Tell if it's my dog or my wife. It's my dog. Alright, at this pace, man, we're freaking flying, man. We'll be there in 18 minutes. 50 miles. 50 nautical miles in 18 minutes in a chair. That is how crazy these winds are on my back. This tailwind is insane.
Romeo Alpha, contact Potomac approach on 126.75.
Potomac approach 12675 for Romeo Alpha. Good evening. Potomac approach, check 214 Romeo Alpha with you at 7,000.
November 214, Romeo Alpha, Potomac departure. Good evening, Bowling Green, altimeter 29.84.
Bowling Green altimeter 2984 for Romeo Alpha.
Number 48, Gulf Liquid contact, center 123.87.
45 miles to the VOR. Not VOR, was that Vortec? Vortec, yeah.
4885, maintain focus, 70. Maintain focus, 70, on 4885.
And from there, Norfolk is a class Charlie. I'm flying so fast, I should probably get my ATIS now. This flight's going so much faster than I thought it would. I'm not done after this. I'm definitely gonna stay up late tonight and do a pilot edge flight after this. Maybe do something out of Santa Barbara, the city I was married in. where to? I don't know. Maybe I'll go like Santa Barbara to Monterey or something like that. Santa Barbara to Catalina Island. I don't know. Figure it out. Worry about this flight first. But I'm definitely going back to the airport lab Cessna.
Peter 4882 to maintain 16 south, maintain a week 15 or foot about now.
16 south and 1015, Peter, better, Peter 4882.
Peter 4882 affirmative, maintain a week 15 or foot about now. The operator 3012.
012,
15 minutes. We'll be there at 20. Might be on the ground in 20-25 minutes at that tops. Can't see it on the stream, and I understand that, but Richmond, Virginia, out the right window. Yanislav Delchev. Sorry, bro. I know Russian, but I'll catch a translator on that later. Us Americans are not too fluent in any other language, unfortunately. That's all good, though, man. All love. I don't know if you can speak English or understand English, but one of my best friends is Russian. His last name Mikhailov. He's from St. Petersburg. Alright. I could definitely bring this in VFR, but with my gyro busted, I do not feel safe flying this thing and trying to navigate using the headings they'll give me for my approach. So I gotta let the GPS just roll me in here. Sucks. Here we go again.
What speed are you trying to be lower or faster? It's about 300 trips, but you said that, what are you doing now? What do you think needed? Oh, today I'm currently doing 250 indicated, like 4 down. I'm 4 down, 4 down, we're good. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
For Romeo Alpha, contact Washington, approach on 125.525.
Washington approach 125.525. 5 Romeo Alpha. 4 Romeo Alpha.
200,
Washington approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha with the 7000.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Washington departure, good evening. Taylor, altimeter 29.84.
2984 for Romeo Alpha. Alright. 30 miles to Dvorak, and then from there 40 to Norfolk. Here we go again with this. Man. So every time I stream and I run this auto ortho, I get these horrible stutters, and then it clears up. Landing impossible. Got a view of the Chesapeake out here, way at the horizon. There you can see it. I don't know if you can see it on the stream or not. And then what is this river called? The Rappahannock, not the Potomac.
Or Romeo Alpha, contact Potomac approach on 126.4.
Potomac approach 1264 for Romeo Alpha. Potomac approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha with you at 7,000.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Potomac departure, good evening. A-lead altimeter 29.83.
A-lit altimeter 2983 for Romeo Alpha.
Envoy 3903, contact center 121.35. 2135, Envoy 3903.
See the river opening up in front of me there. So that town is West Point Peninsula, West Point Middle Peninsula region.
123.75.
123.75, big deal there.
So, 5647, stand by 240.
Down to 240, Delta 574.
Oh.
Center Envoy 3903, or in 27.8 for 240 across all. Envoy 3903, you come over. Yeah, sorry, my name's Tim. We're at 27.6, down to 240 across Albany. Envoy 3903, I'll try to cross Albany out of below, almost 240.
All right, 8 minutes to Harcum, and then from there, it's a straight shot to Norfolk. Flying over Langley, Hampton, Williamsburg. And then have a pretty good view of the bay coming up here. You can see the Chesapeake a little bit right now. So the first leg I did was out of my hometown. I'm going to simulate like just a very long journey here where I stream every leg. This was the second leg. The first leg was Rochester, New York, my hometown, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then this flight, Pittsburgh to Norfolk, and I hit the coast. Then I'll probably ride down the coast to Florida. I don't know if I'll stay in the U.S. or I will get to like Key West or something, and then I didn't hear that. Say again, last for Romeo Alpha.
4 Romeo Alpha. Descent in about 15 minutes.
Roger, descent in 15 for Romeo Alpha. So I'll probably go, not all the way to Key West. I don't need to go that far. Like if I go into like Bahamas or something like that, I'll probably go to like Boca or Palm Beach, somewhere around there, West Palm Beach, and then do a straight shot to the Bahamas and beyond. Go through the islands, Turks and Caicos, St. Thomas, all the way down there, all the way to South America, maybe. I don't know. Just one leg at a time. Don't really have a plan other than just keep it going. But I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the Cherokee compared to the Cessna. I prefer the Airfoil Lab Cessna to this Just Flight Piper Arrow. There it is. Good looking plane. Definitely looks better than a Cessna. Definitely looks better. I just like the way the Cessnas fly better. They feel safer. I think the a little better out of the Cessna high wing. Get a better side. Send my lock up again here, per usual. All right, 4 minutes to hook them, and then start our descent probably. Check the procedures here. I might go for. I might request a specific procedure. Runway 32 is open. It's VFR. No, I'm gonna do a procedure. ILS. Try the ILS out. There is no ILS for runway 32. You could do request a RNAV or a VOR approach for runway 32. No, I'm gonna go VFR. I'm just gonna cancel IFR and descend. Let's do that now. Yeah, I can just ride this river basically right to Norfolk. I got an idea. Check our nav approach. I want to look at the plates first. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the RNAV 32 approach. right, so I'm just in case you're wondering what the hell I'm doing here, I'm looking at the approach plate for the RNAV 32 arrival. So probably can see shit though. I'm not going to do that. I'm IFR. Go VFR. With the way that my gyro's acting up right now, it's not a good idea. Okay. Nope. So this has got to be the auto ortho and the live stream choking the network.
4 Romeo Alpha, contact Norfolk approach on 125.7.
Over to Norfolk approach on 1257 for Romeo Alpha. Have a good evening. Norfolk approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha with you at 7,000.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Norfolk approach, good evening, Norfolk altimeter 29.82.
Norfolk altimeter 2982 for Romeo Alpha. I'll cancel it. Norfolk approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha, request cancellation of IFR. I bring it in for a VFR approach.
4 Romeo Alpha, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawking VFR, frequency change approved for Romeo Alpha.
4 Romeo Alpha, descend and maintain 3000, turn left, heading 130 vectors for the ILS runway, 23 approach.
Nope. Already canceled.
4 Romeo Alpha, not seeing you on radar. Cycle your transponder and ident again for me.
Same tensions being same tensions. That's because you told me to squawk VFR and my frequency change was approved. So thank you. 4 Romeo Alpha. Glitchy, same tensions. Alright, getting off of there. Alright, so I'm gonna call their tower 1208. I'm about 20 miles from the airfield. I'm going to descend to 5,500 right now. Once I have the airport in sight, I will have them give my instructions about which runway to go to, and we'll part of the pattern to jump into. But I believe Norfolk is going to be. Does this work? It's like right on the other side of this. So there's a little sliver of water right in between these two land masses. So Norfolk's right there. Still 34 miles, so the visibility is good. This thing doesn't crash. Fuck's in.
For Romeo, contact Norfolk approach on 125.7.
$6,500. extra a little bit. $32 miles. If this is the live streaming that's causing this, I'm not streaming. This is just stressful. No. Sir, I'm not under IFR. You told me to squawk VFR frequency change approved. I requested VFR. So thank you for Romeo Alpha. Same intentions, man. Same intentions is so cool, but it's such a pain in the ass because it's just so glitchy like that. Like squawk VFR frequency change approved, and then 10 seconds later, I'm not seeing you on radar. Cycle your transponder. What? What? Cancel IFR for Romeo Alpha. Try it again.
For Romeo Alpha, flight following is on request. Squawk 3216.
Oh, see what I mean? No, I don't want flight following. I want to cancel my IFR clearance, and I do not want flight following for Romeo Alpha. Come on. You can do it. Cancel flight following for Romeo Alpha. Try that. Take it down to 30. All right, I'm just gonna. The Norfolk approach this isn't even the right frequency. They told me 1257. It's 1252. Try that. Down to 3,500 now.
For Romeo Alpha, verify you're squawking 3216 mode Charlie and verify altitude.
Negative. I do not want flight following. I'm just flying VFR for Romeo Alpha.
Total length 66, turn right heading to 320. 320, 766.
Just totally like kills the immersion. That's why I like Pilot Edge better.
Total length 66, proceed direct arc.
It does not feel realistic at all.
Total length 66.
Same tensions. When it gets glitchy like this. Like all I'm trying to tell the guy is I don't want flight following. I'm just flying VFR now. Cancel my IFR, and they're giving me 8 different instructions. It's not that confusing. It's a pretty straightforward request in aviation, right? Am I right?
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Norfolk approach. Turn left, heading 115.
They're giving me vectors. Cancel flight following. It's Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha. So frustrating.
For Romeo Alpha, flight following is on request. Squawk 3216, being ident.
Negative. Cancel flight following for Romeo Alpha. I'm not quitting. It's really not that hard. All right. This is when I'd have to call them anyways. Norfolk approach, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha, 20 miles to the north at 4,000, descending 500 inbound for a full stop. And I never got my ATIS. Been dicking around with the same tensions. 2715. All right, I'm just going right to the tower. Forget it. 1208. Try this. Norfolk Tower, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha, 20 miles north at 3900. Inbound for full stop. And between same tension.
November 214 Romeo. Turn left heading 105 vectors for the ILS runway 23 approach.
Why are they taking me to an ILS approach? I just say again, 4 Romeo Alpha.
4 Romeo Alpha, Norfolk Tower, turn left heading 105 vectors for the ILS runway 23 approach.
Under far, can I just join a runway like, can I just join runway 23 in the downwind? Or run? I don't need an ILS approach. VFR conditions. All right, I got an idea. Watch this. New flight for say intentions. Scrubbing the old one and close the flight pan really quick so I can have a smooth landing and not dick around with this. I'm gonna be in their airspace soon here. I gotta hurry this up. I'm gonna close this flight plan. Dude, between the same tensions, glitches, and the auto ortho stuttering, this might be the worst flight experience of my life on this thing. Sucks. Close the flight plan. All right. All right, here we go. Let's try this. Norfolk Tower, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha is 14 miles north at 3500, inbound for a full stop.
November 214 Romeo Alpha, Norfolk Tower, enter left downwind for runway 32.
Left downwind, runway 32. Thank you so much for Romeo Alpha. Jesus. Left downwind 32. Lay out here, so. All I wanted. Simple VFR instructions, not an ILS approach. Why wouldn't they let me cancel the IFR? Like, that's what I don't understand. One of the many buggy things that bother me about that add-on. I know there's issues with everything, but like, come on, it's killing my immersion factor, killing my experience. That's a little dramatic, but. All right, we say left. I better write this down. Left down 32. Oh my God. Absolutely killing me right now. All right, airport elevation. Let's get a look here. 26 feet, right on the ocean. So left downwind 32. Lead. Swing off a little bit. Everything's just totally crashing out on me. Again, second stream in a row this has happened. And I've only streamed twice. It's just not meant to be. There's the naval base. Field in sight, 6 miles ahead. God, come on. So chugging. So just for the record, this never happens when I'm not streaming. Usually I get perfect frame rate. For some reason the stream just chokes it. It'd be great though if I could have a smooth landing. That would make up for all the problems. There's been a lot on this flight. This has sucked. It's unbearable. Unbearable. This highway will pretty much take me right on the whole time. Alright, I'm in the downwind. It was a horrible approach into the downwind because I flew right in front of runway 14. Please smooth, be smooth. Okay, left down.
Romeo Alpha, wind 350 at 4, runway 32, clear to land.
To land runway 32 for Romeo Alpha. Hopefully I can. Let's go flaps. Oh, come on. This is not even enjoyable. So this is the thing I don't like about the Piper, the low wing. Just you can't even see the runway left window. It says that you got unobstructed views. All right, let's get this over with. Put a bolt in this flight. Let's turn left base. Oh, come on, man. Okay. That's all I need. I just need it to be smooth right here. Please. Give me 30 seconds of smoothness. Of course not. Why would you? Alright, full flaps. This is going to be horrible because I'm not going to be able to judge my flare with all the stutters. And again, for the record, this is not my CPU or my GPU. This is some issue with auto ortho and streaming simultaneously. But I'll quit bitching after I shut it off. Alright. So I'll fly this thing right into the friggin' ground after all this. Oh, come on. Not now. Not now. Don't stutter on me. Watch the whole sim just crash out right here. Alright, a little high. Turn it down. I can't even gauge my flare like this. It's embarrassing. Talk about a low rent stream.
Blue Street 5162 when you exit there, left on the Sierra, and then Zulu Kilo Spot 9er contact.
Wow. A little heavy on the front wheel there. I don't even know why they put me on this runway because the general aviation is over. I got to cross 2 runways to get there. Well, that was horrible. Sorry about the glitching if you're watching. Gotta figure this out if I'm gonna ever do this again. Why is there a sign in the middle of the others? What is this? What's this sign doing there? 2? All right. Norfolk Tower, Cherokee 214 Romeo Alpha is clear runway 32. Request taxi to transient. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Romeo Alpha, taxi to Park 2 via Charlie Alpha, cross runway 5 at your discretion. Have a good day.
Park 2 via Charlie Alpha, cross runway 5 at my discretion. Romeo Alpha. Okay. Not even going to give me a smooth taxi yet. This is not my graphic settings because I thinned those out after the last time I streamed. Right now, my Alpha, here we go. Alpha. This has been the only time I get these horrible stutters. I wish they're if you watch any of my recordings that aren't live streams, they're all smooth as butter. It's the live stream mixed in with the ortho, I think. All right. Good. But I know, when you go long distances, auto ortho can do that, from all the scenery storage, but I've never had that issue. And I've taken
Information Papa is now current altimeter 298.
I've taken way longer flights than this. Left. So I'll get it figured out. Wonder what would happen if I went nighttime. No, nighttime was when I landed in Pittsburgh, and it was just as bad. This was worse though. The Pittsburgh flight was only bad on my landing. This was just stuttering half the time. Put it over here with these King Airs. Park with the big dogs. Oh, we got a airport vehicle just driving around taxiway. It's not even a vehicle. What is that? It's got a crossover. Oh, fuck. There we go. I'll put it over here with the says nice. See, I told you if you love streaming it, it's definitely fun, Escobar, but fuck, man, like, so many glitches. It's embarrassing. I know this is kind of a low-rent channel, but good lord. Oh, man, this is a flight to forget. Put it right here. Good enough. Done. Alright, so I want to try out one thing. If you guys want to see me, I'm going to try loading a new flight in a different aircraft. If not, no worries. But I want to see if it's auto ortho causing this. If it is, I'm never running auto ortho again with a live stream. So watch this. I'm going to close this out. Oh, man. Goodbye. All right, so auto ortho, quit this, and then I'm going to try to load up Pilot Edge without auto ortho. Get rid of sane tensions. I don't need my butt kicker open. Where's this picture look dark? Is this flight this dark the whole time? Auto exposure. All right, no, that's too much. Oh, there we go. Pull up the brightness a little bit. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up another flight. But I'm going to do Pilot Edge and see if I have better luck with that, because this was a fucking disaster. Yeah, everything's smooth now. And I'm going to pull up the Airfoil Lab Cessna because that's my jam. Much prefer that to the Warrior. All right, we'll try it. So, like in Santa Barbara, normally I'll get anywhere from, I mean, it depends, but I'll always get 30 frames per second. If I'm getting like 15 when I load it up, then I know it's just the live stream and I got to figure out another way to do it. Favorites, Santa Barbara, real weather, let's go real time. Perfect, this will be beautiful. All right, so I'm going to load up a flight at the signature ramp in Santa Barbara. Check my frame rate. If it looks good, I'm going to load up Pilot Edge, and then if I load up Pilot Edge and it starts to stutter, I'm just trying to like narrow down all my issues here. Because I'm, like I said, I'm brand new at this. This channel's only been doing this for a couple months, and I've never really streamed yet. Oh, Pitt's your home airport? Nice, man. I'm out of Rochester. Okay, Romeo Oscar Charlie. But right now, I just finished the flight, and it was so glitchy. I did Pittsburgh to Norfolk. It took me a couple hours, but it was so glitchy the whole time. And I don't know if it's the live stream, the auto ortho, those two things combined, or just something else is going on, but issues that I never have unless I'm streaming. So I want to try loading a flight without auto ortho and see what happens to my FPS. Let's see, shit. Man, it's taking its time. This is the X-Plane 12.2 beta, the second beta. So that could also have something to do with it. But I don't know. Just issues I've never had before. I love Pittsburgh though, man. I spent a lot of time there. I had a couple of friends that went to Duquesne, and one buddy that went to Carnegie Mellon. I spent a lot of time in that city. I've gone to a lot of Pirate games. I loved I forget the name of the park. PNC Park, is it? But I've probably been to like 5 games there, and I was blown away because the ushers like wipe your seats off. And when I went with not this plane. After all that, I loaded the wrong plane. I went to Airfoil Labs, and after all of the wiping your seat down, they expect a tip. And of course, my girlfriend at the time was like, "Give him a tip, give him a tip." I can take my own seat off. But I love Pittsburgh. Good city, great food, beautiful views. It's just a cool town. Cool town. Let's load this bad boy. All right. Santa Barbara, let's see here. Man, yeah, no, it's the live stream, man. Shit. I gotta figure out another way to do this, I think. Because right now, this is not the FPS I would get in Santa Barbara. I'd get double this. And I really don't have too many plugins running. I'm hardwired. Let's try to go wireless. Go wireless here. Let's see if that does anything. Nope. Yeah, it's live streaming. Because I'm not even running auto ortho right now. Got great internet. I don't know what the problem is. Anybody out there have any suggestions? Oh wait, it's coming up a little bit. Hold on. Not high enough though. I want to connect the Pilot Edge and see what happens. I bet what's going to happen is I'm going to get really pixelated when I load Pilot Edge.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
Let me take a look here. I'll do a lap in the pattern of Pilot Edge here and see if this is any better. So it's not horrible, but it's not great. I should be getting better FPS than this. All right, I'm going to load up Pilot Edge or kick this out to speakers.
Audio check complete.
Let's see what happens here. All right, so starting up this Airfoil Lab Cessna is the real deal. So you got to actually start this like a real world Cessna fuel injected. So I've got the flow down pretty good. I don't really need the checklist, but battery, beacon, 1/4-inch throttle, mixture full rich, pump 3 to 5, lean, start her up. Come on. Come on. My stream, when I was watching you earlier, I sound static. Try fixing all that. Yeah, man, like I said, I'm new at all this shit, so I'm trying to figure it out. And every time I think I got it figured out, there's another issue that pops up. Alternator, but I appreciate it, Jamal. Thanks, man. I don't know if people are entertained by it or what, but I'm just trying to keep it as real world as possible. It's hard when I have all these issues with like same tensions and on my frame rate. But speaking of real world, pilot edge, you can't beat it. So let's do this. I'm gonna try to do a couple laps on the pattern with pilot edge. All right, please tell me this is working. 62. So I'm gonna get Santa Barbara. I got Santa Barbara ground already plugged in. No, it's not Santa. That's John Wayne. Frequencies. Get the datas.
Altimeter 29908. Arriving and departing runways 15 left, 15 right, 25. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery, advice on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested.
Graphics card or your mic could be too high.
And hold short instructions. Advice on initial contact.
So the mic I'm running,
India.
I thought I was running the mic right off of that, right off of the camera. But yeah, you're probably right. Hold on. Let me try something. Tell me. Let me just write down India and then I'm going to try something. But yeah, Jamal, if you could help me out for a second, man, I'd appreciate it because I'd like to try to make this not as amateur. So let me pull up the G Hub. Stream cam, microphone. Is this any better? How's that sound, man? Does that sound any better or is it still kind of staticky and rough? That sounds good. Okay. All right. Well, that part, yeah. If I can get the mic right, that would be good. But if you're telling me that sounds good, then that's awesome. Tell me, I'm gonna make a call to Pilot Edge right now. So if you could do me another favor and tell me how the ATC volume sounds. I'm gonna call them right now. Request taxi for pattern work. Let's do that. All right, here we go. Santa Barbara ground, Skyhawk 225 Romeo Alpha is at signature. Request taxi for pattern work with India. Let me know how this readback sounds.
Number 225 Romeo Alpha, Santa Barbara ground, verified local tower pattern.
Verify what? I'm sorry, could you say that again, please? Say again, last 5 Romeo Alpha.
Number 5 Romeo Alpha, Santa Barbara ground, just verify you're looking to stay within the local tower pattern, not going out the radar.
Yeah, Roger. Just staying on the pattern, 5 Romeo Alpha.
Roger, runway 15 left, taxi via Charlie.
15 left via Charlie. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Jamal. All right.
Again for the I-6 and all your help, guys. Good night.
Good night.
So,
Number 5 Romeo Alpha, correction, it's twilight hours over there. Runway 15 right, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 15 left at Charlie.
Roger that. 15 right cross, 15 left to Charlie, 5 Romeo Alpha. Twilight hours. I don't even think you're supposed to do pattern work in Santa Barbara at this time. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I'm gonna just do a lap in the pattern to see if nothing looks like pixelated right now or anything. Like this all looks pretty smooth. I don't need my strobe on. I don't have my strobe on right now. This is my favorite plane. I don't know why I even try to fly other things. This airfoil lab Cessna is ridiculous. For nighttime? Yeah, okay, here, let me, yeah, Frame rates are okay, but I have a feeling it's going to get really choppy. Yeah, see, it's not as good. I'll look into the GPU stuff too. You said to cross, so I can cross. Oh, you're on FSX, man. That's great. These sims are just superior. All right, I'm gonna get tower. I gotta look into FSX too. It's refreshing to hear people use something other than the big one. Santa Barbara Tower, Scout 225, Romeo Alpha is holding short 15 right. Where do you live, Jamal? You said
225, Romeo Alpha, Santa Barbara Tower, Romeo 15 right, winds, calm, clear for takeoff, right, close traffic approved.
Right closed approved, 5 Romeo Alpha, clear for takeoff, 15 right. I live in Rochester, New York. Not too far from Buffalo.
Number 688, take a whiskey, Roger, offer cancellation, receive, radio service terminated, squawk, maintain VFR, free exchange approved. You have a good night. Good night. November 6, Papa Golf, contact point, Magoo approach, 124.
Yeah, right, I remember. But it was like, it was so good though. All right, here we go. 5. But if you're ever looking, I highly recommend X-Plane, man. I love X-Plane 12. Oh, yeah, man. Columbia. Very cool. Missouri. We'll tell you, I think are you on Central Time then? So you're an hour behind me.
Point Magoo approach, November 6, Niner, Papa Golf, Niner 6, Niner, Papa Golf is 10,000 and 1 mile from Pickett.
This night lighting looks great.
November 969 Papa Golf, Point Magoo approach, Roger, camera real, altimeter 29998.
98, November 969 Papa Golf.
All right. See, now my frame rate's friggin' perfect right now. Perfect. So I'm wondering if it's the Just Flight Piper is not as responsive. I had so many issues on that flight. It's driving me nuts, man. All right, let's do it. Right pattern, he said, I believe. Flying over UCSB right now. Beautiful college in Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara. It's cool. It's on like this little tip called Isla Vista. Hell of a party school. Yeah, I appreciate the help though, really, man. Like, I really want to get this streaming stuff working because it's fun to like connect with people on them. But it's a pain in the ass when things go wrong. How are we looking? All right, FPS is okay. Definitely not what I normally get though, so I'm gonna look into the GPU stuff. But any other time I fly or record or do anything other than stream, my frame rate's spectacular.
November 5 Romeo Alpha, report midfield downwind, each pass, Romeo 15 right, clear for the option.
Roger that. I'm actually midfield right for 15 right now, and clear for the option, 5 Romeo Alpha. Oh, I had X-Plane 11 too. It was really good. Not as taxing as I recall on the GPU. You never told me to report midfield, so. But yeah, X-Plane 11 was awesome. Way too high here. What am I doing? I'm not even. I'm just gonna do one lap. Santa Barbara Tower, Skyhawk 225 Romeo Alpha. This will be my final lap.
Number 5 Romeo Alpha, Roger, Roy, 1-5 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 1-5 right, 5 Romeo Alpha. Way too high for this pattern. I'm not really paying attention. The night lighting looks really good. I'm using a mod by a guy named Jershal. Stellar night lighting. Probably just broke my flaps actuator because I was a little too fast on that. Oh my god, this is horrible. Coming way too high, way too fast. So fast. Oh my god. Just gonna glide here for a second. There we go. All right.
59 Papa Golf, Center maintain 6,000, contact Santa Barbara, approach 120.55.
Descend and maintain 3,000 and contact 120.55.
You're the same way too fast.
Approach or November
9 Papa Golf, 6,000 on the altitude, 6,000.
6,000 for the 969.
Normally I'm not that fast. I just wasn't. I was more like.
November 5 Romeo Alpha, cross runway 15 left at Delta, contact ground.
Cross 15 left at Delta and over to ground 5 Romeo Alpha. This ain't Delta. This is Echo. What am I doing here? I'm all disheveled. Yeah, so this is Delta. For some reason, it says Echo. It's Echo on the other side. But this side is Delta. So
Santa Barbara approach, November 969.
the runways are not appropriately. 3 white. No, I'm usually 2 red, 2 white.
Number 969.
And I try to ride it in at 65 knots.
Roger. But
I wasn't paying attention.
Got in from India.
All right, it's busy tonight. Santa Barbara ground, Skyhawk 225 Romeo Alpha is clear 15 right at Echo. Request taxi to signature. Should have said clear of.
Number 5 Romeo Alpha, Roger. Taxi Park, Echo Charlie to the ramp. Hold short runway 25 at Echo.
Echo Charlie to the ramp, hold short at 25. 5 Romeo Alpha.
Number 9 Papa Golf, expect visual runway 25.
Expect visual to runway 25, November 969 Papa Golf. Yeah. Normally, that was just I was just not paying attention there. More worried about the performance. But yeah, my FPS is lower than it should be when I stream, so
November 9 Papa Golf is going to maintain 3,000 traffic, 2 o'clock, 5 miles southbound, typo known, out to indicate 4,500 VFR.
What kind of
and looking for traffic on
so Jamal, what kind of a home setup do you have, man? Do you have like a
3,000.
do you have any what kind of hardware do you have? Like what do you fly with a yoke or anything? What yoke you got? Short of 2.5 up here.
November 5 Romeo Alpha, cross runway 25 at Echo, continue taxi.
Crossing runway 25 at Echo, we'll continue taxi, 5 Romeo Alpha.
Number 9 Pop Golf, traffic to factory, clear direct Santa Barbara, reporting site.
Clear direct Santa Barbara, will report at airport at site November 9 to 6.
All right, the last thing I'm going to do here. Yeah, it's basic. All set. Oh, nice. You got an Airbus joystick set up. Oh, so you fly the big stuff, huh? Do you keep it over to the side, or do you go center with it? So Echo Charlie, right? Yeah.
Okay, November 9 to 6 liner, Papa Golf has the airport in sight.
Yeah, this is.
Number 969 Papa Golf, Roger, clear visual approach, runway 25.
I gotta sort this out, man. 'Cause streaming's fun, but not when I'm dealing with all this bullshit. Strobe's off, right? I'm gonna shut my landing light off. Let's go look at this beauty. She's a beaut. Oh, nice. Very cool. You ever do like any transcontinental flights or anything, or is that too long? I've always wanted to do that. I just built this rig for general aviation purposes. Oh, someone's out there walking their dog. All right, I'll park it over here. I feel like I should do something crazy here to close it out. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to disconnect from Pilot Edge. I'm going to fly downtown Santa Barbara at a ridiculously low
Disconnected.
altitude. See how what the frame rate looks like. Here we go. Just take off right here. Fuck it. Oh shit. Uh-oh. 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 Get up there. Watch out for those light poles. Right in between the trees. Whew. Thanks for the high wings. Cherokee would not have made that. Let's get those flaps up. All right, here we go. Watch this. We go right down State Street. Flying over Goleta. Let's get down there a little bit. I'm actually doing this because I want to see what happens to my frame rate when I get like really close to the scenery. Turn that on. That's choppy. A287 is, yeah. No, I know about it. I've definitely heard very good things about it.
Alpha 11.
Up 26 and I'm switch back here to discussion runway 3.
Actually, it's not horrible. Probably do this with the F-16 next. Running the red lights. Excuse me. I have to put the landing lights on. Oh, I don't have my strobe on. What am I doing? That's illegal.
Up 2679 runway 3. Taxi Charlie.
Here we go. Let's get a little lower.
Cross runway 8. Hold short runway 12 approach. Charlie Foxtrot.
What's up, buddy? Take the 101 here. Let's take the 101, 101 eastbound. Oh, no, for the bridge. So it's not that smooth.
2679 cross runway 12. Continue to runway 3. Via Charlie Foxtrot.
My airspeed here. I lose control. I think I'm speeding. Yeah. Jeez. Landed on the highway? Yeah, I'm going to actually. Hold on. Here, let me get over to the 101. The problem with the 101 is it's got all the light poles, but I'm gonna find somewhere good to put it down. Here we go. Oh, this looks like a runway right here, doesn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. Should I land into oncoming traffic or go with traffic? A little busy though. Whoa, shit.
Guys, 2050, the soonest we get you airborne is 23 to
Good people at X-Plane would frown upon this. All right, here we go. Let's get some flaps. Put it right over this car here. Excuse me, guys.
Ready to push it out for 1.
Can you guys move? Hurry up! Get out of the way! I'm gonna go over them. Let's kill the family. Excuse me. Oh, it is a green light. Welcome to Santa Barbara. Here, watch this. You want to see the best part about the airfoil labs? Check this out. Watch this. So this is the cockpit. Like I mapped mine to. So my cockpit is perfectly mapped to this. Like I got every button mapped and every switch in the right spot. Watch this though. Can't see shit. Oh, you're not gonna. Yeah, it wasn't bad. These cars were in the way. Here, watch this.
Runway 3, taxi Charlie, Foxtrot, cross runway 8, hold short runway 12 Charlie. Charlie Foxtrot.
Oh, I left my landing light on here. There you go. Shut the door. Let's get it. Let's get the tie up the chocks on. We wouldn't want someone to steal it. Yeah. Well, chocks, come on. Thank you. Excuse me, guys. Oh, I left my flaps down. That was a mistake. Over here. Put the chocks down. Let's get a tie down on here. Watch your head. I can't even see. Where's the hook? Oh, there it is. There we go. this thing in there. Okay. Make sure the flaps are all good. Yeah. Oh, I gotta get my luggage. See, this is the shit I should be doing. This is way more fun. Gotta put on the pedo cover. Go. Let's get the bags. There we go. Oh, where's my suitcase? There it is. All right, good. We're good to go. Cool if I park it here. All right. Oh, shit. Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Anyone there watching, appreciate it. Jamal, thank you for the help, dude. Much, much appreciated. Hit me with a subscribe or something, or at least follow me so that next time I get on, I can catch up with you and you see when I'm streaming, because I would love to catch up with you again, man. All right, cool. That's a wrap. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. Get some sleep. I'll see you guys again, hopefully. Take it easy.